have a look at Necrobarista final.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think it is.
exactly. So 2 years ago at Gamescom 2019, we actually had an interview with the lead artist Nok Wu when the game was first announced, and it's supposed to be a graphic novel, and obviously it has to do with barista, and it has to do with the future. That's why it's called Necrobarista. And the thing is that this year's Gamescom, they announced Route 59 that there's a Switch version now of the game, and that is why we have a look at the PC version. So we got a key for Steam. Thanks a lot for that. And so Martin and I react to what we see at the game. So I would say let's start with the prologue.
Aha.
Yeah.
Some loading action here.
Nice loading screen.
So we talk about a game which is not that actual AAA production. It's an indie game.
Yes, it's a studio in Australia, and
Okay.
I was told by Nok Wu during the interview back then that actually a group of students from Vietnamese moved to Australia and founded this studio, and
Okay.
and the publishing is actually done by a Chinese publisher. So this game is really international, you could say.
Yes, it seems so, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So we see something, I can't really figure out what it is, but it has some Another World vibes to me.
Yes. Well, obviously you have to click. It's not happening automatically.
So I think you got it a little bit wrong in the introduction of the game when you said it is about the future. It actually, Necro stands for things that died. So
Okay. I see.
I think we will see in this introduction now. So when I read the text.
But at least there it's, I would say, a bit retro because you have actually to read the monologue instead of listening to characters talking.
Okay.
As you can see.
Yes. Which is actually a new trend again in the social media things, when you have videos, and we had this time when everything was written and videos were played back with full volume. Now again they go back because a lot of people have their mobile phones, they are sitting in the train and flip through their social media, and then they are happy to read text again. I think this is also a good trend here, seeing it here.
Yeah, well, you can see that it's partly still pictures and partly animated. So it's a mix of both, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not totally still, but it's also moving a bit. And it's funny because the first word was actually, they are drinking. Let's drink on somebody. So there you can also see, okay, Necrobarista, it's really about barista in some way.
Oh, I like the style. It's fresh to me. It reminds me of a game, I've forgotten the name. Was it 13 or anything like this? Which had a similar style from Ubisoft. I don't remember it. So you'll see. So do you hear any music? Just to know?
Some really silent melodic music. So, like you are in a sewer or in a cellar or something. So really fitting to to the environment there.
Okay. Oh, I like it that it all moves when you move the mouse.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's partly interactive.
Death. So this is the topic. Necro and Barista. I don't have any idea how this blends together, to be honest.
Huh.
We will see.
Huh. Well, you can already say it's a wild story, actually, not something very common.
Well, till now I've got a little Studio Ghibli vibe too to it. I don't know if you know these productions from them, the movies, like My Neighbor Totoro.
Not really.
Okay.
But you can walk through a street.
Okay, man.
Okay. So, and with the mouse you can actually move around and look around. So it feels a bit like Myst, but more animated, I would say. And
Okay.
it's raining. That's always adding to the atmosphere, I would say.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ah, okay. So it's press and hold left
Mouse
mouse
button.
key to inspect a memory. Okay.
So what's the memory in this? Ah, okay. I couldn't read
Medi
it.
rules. We welcome both living and dead. Okay.
Okay.
Poetic.
Patrons will be served in the order they arrived.
Don't ask who's right.
Yeah, it's rude. So we are talking about a world where living and dead people can go and take a coffee together.
No, we don't have Wi-Fi. Okay, no internet. Ooh.
Okay. So the dead have 24 hours now. Okay, I don't. Okay.
Don't feed the eidolons, whoever that is. Okay.
Okay, the candidate offering the food just reminds them of that cruel fact. Yeah, okay.
Those are all the 6 rules. Okay.
But I see it's a kind of a nice humor in it. So I'm really looking forward to it now.
Yes, now I entered the bar and let's see what's happening here.
And just to get it completely for me, so it's just for PC and Switch.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Part 1. Okay. Okay, so we are getting our stuff, it seems. Okay. It has a very interesting graphic style.
Yeah. So I have to quickly look up on which game I am reminded right now. This was from Ubisoft. I know.
Barista speaks Chinese, but exclusively uses it to mock people to their faces.
Well, this style. And I found the game. It is called 13 from Ubisoft, which has this kind of vectorized style, actually.
Ah, okay, never heard of that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, there is a new person. Hey, mate. ACK, acknowledge. Okay. So obviously he's dead because he's surprised that she can see him. So obviously that guy is us, right?
We don't know. So
Perhaps.
das kommt straight vorher.
Okay, okay.
Aha, I think this guy died and doesn't know it till now.
Perhaps. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure if he doesn't know that he is dead because he talks now about the past. Boss hated me, family hated me, work sucked.
Well, now he knows because he talked to the barista.
Probably. Okay.
Wir nehmen das auf.
Yes. Mate, put it together. Number 1 rule, no breakdowns in the cafe, please. I promise, man, you are okay. Ah, okay. So as a dead person, you can only stay at one place for 24 hours, as I said before.
Yes. First station has to be this cafe then.
Okay, so he worries that she's a burden. Well, how would I feel if I was dead in a cafe?
Yeah.
Chin up, mate. Oh, so it's actually from the past, because now the story says the first time I came here was about 4 years ago.
But actually, this is a lot of text.
Yes, well, you have to be a person who likes text.
Yeah. Which, to be honest, from our viewers, all persons are able and wanting to read text from the past when we played this LucasArts games, so
Exactly.
we know the struggle.
Exactly. But I have to admit, for example, there are games like GTA 5 that never got synchronized and dubbed into other languages because Rockstar said it would destroy the atmosphere of the game.
Yeah.
So when you start the game for the first time, they always enable subtitles at first.
Yes.
And that's always the first thing I disable, because I don't need subtitles. I can read it completely.
So I think you can speed it up a little bit.
Right.
So I don't get the point. Are we the barista? Are we the guy? Are we
Not sure yet. Not sure yet.
But I like the overall style. Actually, it's really interesting.
Well, I mean, the game appears to be a bit like a movie. It's building up slowly, though the first chapter is probably something you just have to deal with, and afterwards it's probably getting more exciting once you know the story.
Huh.
At least that is how I feel often when I watch certain movies. Yeah. So now we learn all about the dead and so on.
Oh.
How many people are dead and coming to the cafe?
I think now it's getting fuller. This is also why the rent is so high.
Yeah.
It's a key point in this cafe. Just as we boomers, yeah.
Yeah, the game is full of, little hints and side tracks. Nine customers. Huh.
So we are learning now what the sixth sense is.
Hello, Ashley. Okay. Huh. Uh-huh. 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 Cut the
Shut up, yes.
crap,
I like the humor a lot.
Yeah.
Honest, this is kind of my humor. So this is till now very interesting.
Well, at the moment it doesn't really feel not interactive. It's mostly just clicking the mouse.
Yeah, it's the intro. So
Okay. So we have another guy coming on.
but it's actually very strong language, no? Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't give it to the youngest child or something.
Yeah. So I don't think
Bitching face.
I think the topic isn't for little children too, so that's not that problem.
Tried to fist fight that cosplayer. So it's actually having a lot of references on certain, you would say, video game culture.
Cultural things, yes.
Exactly. Okay, so it's very deep. It's very deep. It goes very deep. So it's not a game like that has a light-hearted story. It's pretty deep.
Sure, and I don't think this is for casual gamers. So
Yeah. you have to really be willing to embrace the story and what the game is about.
Yes.
I mean, otherwise people wouldn't even read all this text. They would have quit already by now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how can I skip this somehow, you know?
But I think this could be a good one for playing, as for just starting again when there's more time.
Exactly, to get a soft trip into gaming again.
Yes.
And well, so it's more like an interactive novel, at least that is what it appears to me right now.
Till now, you're right, but well, it's kind of, well, you know, if you buy a game nowadays, it's not that we are used with our games we play when we get a C64 game and play it. It's just playing and that's it. You know, when there are modern games, they got these how do you say, before you play you have to go through these how to learn how to play it, and what's it called again?
Well, the controls?
Yeah, they've got a lot of missions just to get into the game.
Ah, you mean tutorials?
Tutorials. Oh man, I was looking for the word. So this feels like a mixture of intro and tutorial actually. Because for an intro you don't have to be interactive, but here you have to read it and you have to click to get forward. So I
guess
it's an interesting mixture.
Mm-hmm. And now I also understand why Route 59, when the not them, but Stride PR, who is actually the PR company that is, well, doing PR for that title. Now I understand why they approached us 2 years ago, saying they're aiming for the retro gamers market.
Yes.
Because that is something you would have back then. I mean, in the 80s, you had text adventures where you just read. And you know, go west, go east, do this, do that.
Yes.
And it's going a bit into that flow. So you read something, then we walked into the cafe, into the bar. Yup.
So the girl is talking to the dead guy.
Yeah.
So now this.
Imagine being deadless and watching your son die, doing the exact thing in not to do. Ooh. Wow.
So yeah, a little bit quick right now, but I think I don't get the why coffee is such a topic here. She fell asleep right now.
Okay, so my parents would have killed me if they found out she nearly killed me.
So actually, and I died today. Yeah.
Okay.
I really like it.
Achievement unlocked. Welcome to terminal. So now we actually passed the first chapter, I guess.
Yes.
So so that's weird. We have animals talking right now? Okay.
These are no animals.
Huh?
Are these animals? It looks like robots.
Well, perhaps. Well,
Machines.
robots mimicking animals.
So, during intermissions.
Yeah, during intermissions at the end of episodes, you can freely explore the terminal. Memories are scattered throughout the terminal that delve into the tales of its patrons. More locations in memory become available as you progress through the main story. That means now you are at the interactive part of the game finally.
Yes.
Okay.
And now we know we are not the barista.
Yes.
No, just explore it a little bit more.
Don't let her talk again. Right. Okay, so I can go upstairs. Can I? Okay. Keep the balance. Maddie's inbox. Advisory role. Okay. But it's closed. Okay. So we can't do anything there.
So we have to play a little bit more then.
Journal 1.
So you have to click.
Oh yes, I have to click longer. Right.
These are the robots.
First saw the name of the spot, I thought it was styled to be like a girl who could run control storms and like a ninja. A girl of the elements, someone with the ability to become the wind himself. No, the wind himself. I always pronounce that wrong. It's pronounced wind. Alrighty. So, this robot is like a ninja. That is what you learned today. Okay. Okay, so. Alright, what else can we do? Oh, there is this menu or something. Okay. Highlighted passages from Thinking About Alchemy the Wrong Way by Sophie Cordova. Okay. So, It's talking a lot about memories.
Yes.
What else can I do? Oh, it's interesting. You see, as soon as I walk forward, it's actually getting dark here. Interesting. So it has an interesting lightning effect. Home. Oh. Oh, I can actually click on the library. Judgment 1. Okay. Okay, so now you so the game has a lot to do with imagination.
Yeah.
You read stories and then you have to imagine them. Interesting. Okay.
Well, I think it sounds like a game for my wife, actually.
Aha. Okay, now there's spirit-resistant quartz cubicle for self-sealing lids. So it's actually like a cooking recipe?
Well, actually, the dad gets some good coffee. We need recipes, actually.
Interesting.
So actually, you could perhaps talk to the barista then?
Yes, just that was just my thought. Like, I did everything I could. Now all I can do is continue. Continue, yes. Okay. So that is what was explained earlier. You in between the main stories, you have phases where you can interactively walk around and read memories and read stuff and learn about the world, and then you continue with the main story when you are done with that.
Aha.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a totally different game what I expected or what I played before. It's definitely something
that
I mean later in October I have a holiday, and that would be the perfect game to get into the mood where I don't have anything to do for the whole day, and then just sink into the story, into this interactive novel. That's exactly what I think. It's a game when you have time, when you are into the mood to sink into a new world, into a new story.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think we went quite far at the beginning right now. I'm not sure if we want to give more spoilers, actually.
That's the problem, because if it would be a game like, let's say, Tetris, we could play and talk, but
Exactly.
now it's the story we're getting through, and I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, now the question is, as they announced it for the, as they actually released it for the Switch now, is that a game you would imagine to load onto your Switch and play
Um,
or read or interact with on the go?
yes, and this is for sure. It's well, as you know me, I'm this kind of actual just a casual gamer. I just play some 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I'm done because I don't have the time for playing. But as you said, this is a game which seems to be like a good book, like a good TV series, like to watch. It has a good sense of humor. I really liked what I read till now, and I really like the overall style and the setting. To be honest, as I read a lot of books, fantasy books from Terry Pratchett and so on.
Discworld, for example.
Yes, and I think this is kind of, it's similar. It's just another setting. It's not this medieval setting, but the idea of having a cafe where dads enter a new station then after 24 hours, and I think this is kind of my style, and I would really like to give it a go, but I would not do it on this PC. Actually, I would do it on the Nintendo Switch, because there you are able to get on your couch and have it in your hand and read it and like a book.
Yeah, so it's actually more fitting for the Switch that you can continue everywhere where you are than on a PC where you have it on Steam and you have to be at home to actually.
This is very good. If you imagine, if you have a long travel in the train, or like me next week when I get to another country, and then I have this time for such things. I think this is a game which I would try on the Switch. Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Well, so
I really like what I saw.
interesting. Yeah. Well, at the beginning I was like, not sure what it is about, but yeah, the more I learn about it, it's certainly something to enjoy. It's not hectic, and recently I'm playing a lot of Heavy Rains, where you have multiple choices, and where you have to press keys in action sequences and stuff. But this is more the low pace, relaxed kind of interactive novel, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Till now we don't know what happens in further sequences, but I don't think it will be a cocktail of several
genres.
Yeah, game things in it, like mini games or such. I don't
think so. Yeah. Right. Well, so I would say close it for today. Well, I would say it's a game that's definitely worth looking into.
Oh yes.
And I'm glad we got a key to look at it.
Yeah.
And of course now I understand it better now that I actually played the game with you together. Than when we interviewed Nok Woo 2 years ago, where she talked about an interactive novel of a game, and now I actually see what is behind it. And it also, what we should mention is that over the last year they actually added more chapters to the game.
Okay.
So they just recently added a new chapter to the game. I think it was 2 years ago, 2 days ago.
Okay.
I mean, now is the beginning of October, and 2 days ago they actually had a big update, like 2.6 gigabytes of a new chapter. So this game is still expanding. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So just to get it clear, because I'm at the Nintendo store right now, and I plan to buy it. Yeah, now because I've got some points left. Is there a German translation also available, or is it just in English?
Good question. We could go into the main menu, because you know me. The first thing that I do is say
Yeah.
put it to English. So, well,
This is
if
English
I-
only.
well, if I click the this can only be changed from the title screen. Okay, so we have to go back to the title screen then. Okay. Return to title screen? Yes. Okay. So let's see.
This is quite interesting because till now I don't think this is getting much, let's say, brutal in any way. Although it's this topic with dead people and stuff.
Well, it has some bitching language.
Yeah, this is, well, if I would play it on my TV with the Switch, I think I could have my daughter around me without disturbing her. It's just interesting if she asked me what is happening, that I could just give her some child-friendly hints. And as I see, it is here in Germany, it's USK 12.
It's Japanese, Chinese traditional, French Canadian, Italian, German,
There's some German.
Spanish, Dutch, Russian, Portuguese, and Korean, Turkish, Arabic, and that's it.
Yeah, this is quite a lot, and I think this is just, once again, a pro argument for just having text and not audio files.
True.
Because getting something in another language, in written language, it's way more easy.
Interesting thing is, 99% of all games that are localized are differentiating between Brazilian Portuguese and Portuguese, but this game, however, is differentiating between Canadian French and French.
Yes.
So
why not?
All right.
Okay then.
So what's the price point on the Switch store? Can you share?
It's round about 18 euros here.
Oh, okay.
At the moment. That's not that much, I think, for a game.
It's not a discount right now. It's not a discount.
No, it's the normal price. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So it's actually affordable.
Yes, seems so.
Good. And for a game that obviously still is expanded with more content, at least the PC version. It's pretty good for the money, I guess.
I guess so too, yeah.
Nice. Oh,
so
you can actually look at the memories so far that you already accessed. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We will see. It looks pretty interesting, and I think we don't get into it that quick as we hope to get in it, but I think that's also the charm of the game in a way.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yes. Nice.
Well, thanks for sitting with us, and hope you enjoyed our little glimpse into this game, Necrobarista Final
Four? I think so.
Okay.
it's what Google was telling me, actually.
Okay. Yeah, Google is always right? Alrighty. See you then. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.